Now on Coast TV News.
Fireworks set to launch above 2 locations in Ocean City tonight. We're ready to help you plan your 4th of July festivities. Spending 4th of July at the beach, we have safety tips from lifeguards on the coast. Celebrating the 4th, how the community came together in Lewis for lots of patriotic fun.
A new heat advisory has been activated in our area. I'll have the details coming right up.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Cars are at a standstill coming into Ocean City. Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 5. We begin tonight with 4th of July festivities in Ocean City, where they'll be holding 2 fireworks shows at the same time. Locals and vacationers cannot wait to see the lights in the sky. The Northside Park and Ocean City Boardwalk will both have a DJ starting at 8, and fireworks start at 9:30 tonight. People from all around the world come to Ocean City to see the fireworks, and one vacationer says the view here can't be beat.
The best thing here is that you can see the fireworks on the boat if you have one. I think it's the best thing ever.
The town of Ocean City advises people to arrive early for the fireworks to avoid traffic and to find a parking spot. This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what's your go-to 4th of July barbecue food? Let's take a look at the results so far on your screen. Looks like the winner here is hot dogs at 40% of the vote. 30% say burgers. This is changing on screen live on air right now. I voted for veggie skewers. That's only at 4% though. If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Just go to coasttv.com or the Coast TV News app. And now let's take a live look outside into Ocean City. Look at that packed beach. It's a hot summer day. Perfect beach weather. So let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams on our First Alert weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Mallory. And yeah, this is one of those days where being on the beach, that's a very good idea because you're a little bit cooler closer to the water than you say if you go inland. And the farther inland you go, the warmer, let's just say flat out hot it gets. We have an issued heat advisory for our area. Now, it really kicks off for us for tomorrow, but we're already feeling the heat right now as we speak, but it's going to be in effect for all of Sussex County. Now, as we kind of widen the scope here, you can see that this concern for heat is throughout a good portion of the entire mid-Atlantic. But I want you to keep a close eye on this rain right here, because we talked about this yesterday, that this could be a possibility. Now, it's looking more and more like these scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms are staying very cohesive as they make their way across the Washington, D.C. area. And so the heat that we have in place is going to fuel these storms and literally give them more vigor and strength and audacity to mess with your late night fireworks plans. We'll talk about the timing of that rain, a little more detail coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Valerie.
Thank you, Paul. As we've been saying, it's a sweltering 4th of July as millions of people across the U.S. are dealing with an extremely dangerous heat wave. Heat alerts are up in 20 states today. Temperatures are expected to reach as high as 110 degrees in parts of Nevada, Arizona, and California, where firefighters are battling more than 24 active fires. Forecasters predict there will be no relief from the heat until the middle of next week. People in umbrellas cover Rehoboth Beach today as many come to celebrate the 4th of July. However, with such large crowds taking to the sand, something as simple as the color swimsuit you wear can make you that much safer. Coast TV spoke with lifeguards in Rehoboth Beach who say bright neon-colored bathing suits make it easier to monitor those in the water.
So especially with these 4th of July big crowds, you want to be able to stand out and be visible to our lifeguards. So usually with your suits, you kind of want to make them bright. You want to wear bright colors such as, yellow, maybe some pink, red, green. If it's neon, that's even better, just so we can see it and compare it to the color of the ocean.
Lifeguards went on to emphasize that while a pool can be much more translucent than an ocean, it is still a good safety practice for swimmers to wear bright colors. The Delaware Electric Cooperative is gearing up for its board of directors election. This year, 10 members are running to fill 6 seats. Starting Monday, July 8th at 8 in the morning, members can vote online or through a mail-in paper ballot. Online and mail-in voting will end on August 9th at 8 p.m. To learn more, you can visit our website, coasttv.com. Crowds of people gathered in Lewis today to experience all of the 4th of July fun there. Boats floated along the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal as part of this boat parade tradition. Boats were judged based on how patriotic their decorations were. One person told CoastTV why they enjoy coming to the first town for the holiday.
We're celebrating our 50th anniversary, wedding anniversary tomorrow, and we just wanted to get away. We're local, we're from the Long Neck area, and we just wanted to get away to a quiet, peaceful setting. Nice. And this is perfect.
The fun has not stopped yet. The annual Doodah Parade is going on right now in Lewis, and fireworks launch at dusk. The heat is on this holiday, and as Americans celebrate 4th of July, the American Heart Association is sending out a reminder that scorching temperatures can add stress to your heart. They're urging people to be prepared and have a plan, not only this summer, but year-round, calling this the perfect time to get more life-saving training and equipment into schools. NBC's Alice Barr spoke to one father advocating for that after he nearly lost his young daughter to a sudden cardiac arrest.
This 4th of July week, when the sun is out and the grill is going, a reminder to heed your heart, because as temperatures rise, so does the risk of cardiac events.
You tend to get dehydrated, and there are other factors that are related to heat that put more stress on the body.
Past president of the American Heart Association, Dr. Gordon Tomaselli, pointing to new research that heat-related cardiovascular deaths may more than double in the coming decades with the effects of climate change.
More extremes of temperature, but also the population's aging. So the number of people at risk is increasing.
Those with pre-existing conditions have the greatest risk, but everyone should be alert and be prepared.
After you're 30, just look up, take a breather.
That's especially true in schools, and the summer break offers a chance to gear up for a rare but devastating event.
When Olivia was 6 years old, she survived a cardiac arrest.
Suffering an undiagnosed genetic condition, Joe Quigley's young daughter collapsed in her school gym class.
The school had an emergency medical plan in place, so they knew what to do. They knew how to perform CPR.
But that is not always the case, so Joe teamed up with the American Heart Association to press Congress to pass legislation mandating AEDs and cardiac response plans in every school.
Schools that have AEDs, cardiac arrest survival goes up to about 70%, which is dramatic.
A precious chance at survival.
My daughter's fabulous now. She's 22 years old, a junior in college, and she's living her life.
While her family lives out a mission to arm and educate others about the issue closest to their hearts. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The Bidens are hosting an Independence Day celebration at the White House today. Guests include active duty military service members, veterans, and their families. On Wednesday, the president posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor to 2 men who served in the military in 1862. New today, Delaware State Police have confirmed that a bicyclist was hit by a car in Fenwick Island. They say the cyclist was taken to a local hospital with unknown injuries. This happened this afternoon just before 2 p.m. DelDOT says the accident was cleared around 3:30. Troopers say they will share more details as they learn them. Still ahead, it's not just America's birthday. Stay tuned to find out which salad is turning 100.
And the heat index is creeping higher and higher as we get closer and closer to the weekend. I'll show you just how high we'll go in just a moment.
First, how Paris is committed to keeping things green during the 2024 Olympic Games. That's up next.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet & Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet & Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath, designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind. because you deserve the best.
George went to the hospital with chest pain. They told him it was indigestion, told him to eat healthier, and sent him home. Unfortunately, George was having a heart attack that went undiagnosed until it was too late to save his life. George's family needed to know what happened and why, and they needed justice. They knew who to call, and so do you. If you or a family member have been the victim of a medical mistake, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water. Or maybe into some hot water, if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
At Carpet and Tile Mart, save up to 50% off during our Independence Day sale and 0% financing for up to 36 months. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
In an attempt to alleviate concerns, it seems the president may have done the opposite. President Joe Biden told a group of Democratic governors he needs more sleep at the White House. Biden said he plans to stop scheduling events after 8 p.m. to ensure he gets adequate sleep. But sources say it didn't land well with several of the governors. Biden is scheduled to debate Trump again, and debates typically take place after 8 p.m. The Olympic Games in Paris will host so many athletes and fans, they're preparing to serve more than 13 million meals. The Athletes Village alone will prepare 40,000 meals every day. And all that food could have an outsized impact on the planet if the Olympics didn't rethink what it means to be green. National climate reporter Chase Kane shows us how Paris 2024 is cooking up climate change in the kitchen.
The scenery changes quickly as you drive out of Paris, and it's here, the French countryside, which holds a big key to these Olympics quite literally going green. We met the president of Paris 2024 and Olympic gold medalist at a potato farm, talking about meals for the Summer Games. That's because, according to the UN, 1/3 of global emissions can be linked to food.
And that's why we took into considerations all the main aspects of the project where we have a huge contribution. So we decided to develop the vegetable part of those meals to reduce the carbon footprint. We decided to have local food also served.
Sourcing 80% of all meals for athletes, staff, and fans from within France.
Getting the food from these farms to the Olympics is another important piece of keeping emissions low. About 1/4 of the farms are within 150 miles of Paris, but no matter how far away they are, all of the food is going to be delivered to the games using electric or green hydrogen trucks, all clean energy vehicles.
Paris 2024 worked with athletes and French chefs to create more than 500 recipes for the games, and 60% of them are entirely plant-based, which drastically reduces their carbon footprint.
How do you get this to have a lasting impact once the Olympics are over?
I think it all comes down to sharing knowledge, sharing data, but you have to do a lot of communication. You have to take the people by the hands, your own staff, your own volunteers, the public, general public, and explain them. The vegan, the vegetarian offer can be a really pleasant one, a really rich one.
And that's something many Olympic athletes already understand.
Just this clean eating kind of obsession where, like, I like sweets.
During a conversation about French cuisine, Team USA divers emphasized the importance of food selection on their performance and for the planet.
For me, a lot of it is, what is my body telling me that I need? And does it need fruit? Does it need some kind of protein? Does it need more water? And I really try to do as much from the earth as possible. So trying to avoid processed food, it's really hard in America to do that.
But once they're in France, Olympic athletes may very well be eating potatoes from this farm. And for an athlete, knowing where their food comes from and that it's healthy will bring even more confidence when they compete, as the Summer Olympics begin July 26th on NBC. In Villeroy, France, I'm National Climate Reporter Chase Kane.
Hey, I'm all about eating the food from the earth. Believe me, I understand. Your Bay forecast for Friday, 95. We're looking out for thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday. And you know what? Not only the Bay, but all of us are about to get into what I call a Florida pattern of weather. I'll explain all that in detail in a moment.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would
So they're
say.
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And
go-
they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
And
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out?
And
And the
so-
custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County, whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Man & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Man & Sons Real Estate.
We have a heat advisory that's issued for our area, and technically it kicks in for tomorrow, but to be quite honest, we're feeling the heat right now, no pun intended. Our Tyndall Casual Furniture view in Laurel, holding at about 89 degrees with the dew point temperature in the 70s. With that elevated dew point temperature, that means that muggy feeling in the air is starting to rise to good old-fashioned summertime standards. We are expecting temperatures to stay in the 80s for the rest of the night, at least until about 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Now, we've been tracking some rain that's starting to ease its way a little bit closer towards us, and we talked about that yesterday. We'll get into details of that even more so in a moment. We had a high of 92 today, which is above the norm, which is 87. And it was only about 8 degrees from the record high. Now, our temperature right now, we're at 80 along the coast, except in Lewis, where it's 91. And we're 91 in Lewis and Milton, as well as Georgetown, and 94 right now in Red. So the heat's not playing around. And you know it's not playing around when you have dew point temperatures in the 70s everywhere. That's a measure of moisture content in the atmosphere, in case you're one of our new viewers that's coming into town. And so what I'm looking at right now, this is a little bothersome right here. You see those two circulations right there? The last moment, see, they're moving, but they're moving below our area, so it's tracking to our south, so that's good for us. Not good for the folks to the south of us, but those storms are pretty intense, being that they're being wrapped around by so much heat in the lower portions of the atmosphere. But we do have a heat advisory that kicks in officially tomorrow, but you know what, we're feeling the heat right now, so we're not going to exclude that. And then, you know, we also still have the active beach hazard statement that's going to stay active at least until 8 o'clock for this evening in Ocean City as well as West Ocean City. Let's talk about that futurecast. 10 o'clock, we're looking for widespread scattered showers to begin to kick off. So if you're in Seaford, Delmar, Georgetown, Ocean Pines, Long Neck, Lewis, and you have some fireworks activity that's going to be around 10 o'clock, watch out. You may get a bit of a delay as a result of the scattered showers that's going to push through. They don't look like they're going to stick around for a long period of time, whether they develop or not. But when and if they do, it looks like they'll be pretty fast movers. So at least that's a bit of a bonus there. Tomorrow, the heat really kicks in. We're looking for thick humidity once again for tomorrow, with temperatures in the 90s from Georgetown down towards Seaford, 93 in Cambridge, 95 in Vienna. We'll warm to 95 also in Salisbury, 85, 10 degrees cooler in Chincoteague, and 86 for the high in Ocean City, 90 in Berlin. Let's talk about the heat index, what it's going to feel like. Feeling like 101 in Milton at 5:30 on Friday. So Friday's another one of those hot ones. Then Saturday, we're still well into the hundreds, so upper 90s for the most part, and we're going to be in the mid-90s by Sunday, okay? Now, mosquito activity, because of the heat, it's dependent on the heat and humidity. We're going to be very high for Friday, extreme on Saturday, and then back to a high level of mosquito activity on Sunday. Partly cloudy for tonight. After we get past 10 o'clock or so, just partly cloudy skies and 74 degrees. For tomorrow, scattered clouds and isolated thunderstorms a possibility in the afternoon. This is that Florida pattern that I'm talking about. On Saturday, we're looking at spot showers popping up in the afternoon, evening hours. And when I say that Florida pattern, it means like every afternoon it rains in Florida. We're about to do that same dance here. Take a look. It's not that it's going to be stormy and crazy every day. It's just in the afternoon.
Thank you, Paul. This week, the Maryland Board of Public Works announced funding for the Pittsville water treatment plant upgrade. According to Senator Mary Beth Carrozza, the board approved $968,000 for Phase 4 of the project. This aims to address several challenges, including high iron in the raw water. Expect an increased law enforcement presence on the roads today for the holiday weekend. Maryland State Police will be working to combat impaired, aggressive, and distracted driving. There will be an increased presence on numerous roadways, including US 50, 13, 413, and in work zones. Rough week? Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign up and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox. We'll be right back.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Since 1964, Tidewater Utilities has been providing high-quality water service that's essential to public health and quality of life. The Tidewater team are local, trusted experts who are continuously investing in infrastructure and monitoring water quality to ensure it meets the highest standards. We're in your community, making sure water is there when you need it. I'm Bruce Patrick, president of Tidewater Utilities. Thank you for helping make Tidewater Southern Delaware's premier water company for over 60 years. We look forward to continuing to serve you.
At Matt the Carpet Guy, we take our work seriously. That's why we employ the best of the best, to ensure you find exactly what you're looking for. With a warehouse big enough to keep everything in stock and a showroom we can bring to you. The hardworking team at Matt the Carpet Guy brings affordable flooring within reach. We have cash and carry LVP starting at $1.99. Perfectly installed every time. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right, the family way.
An American tradition returns with the 99th annual Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Company Carnival and Pony Penning. Enjoy all the carnival festivities from 7 to 11 p.m. Great food, fireworks, rides and games for the whole family. And don't miss all the pony activities. The beach walk on the 22nd, the wild pony swim and parade on the 24th, and the live pony auction on the 25th. For more information, visit cvfc3.com. Bring the family and come out to support the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Company.
I'm proud of you, son. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. This home wouldn't be possible without the foundational life lessons you taught me. Call Dry Zone. What? To protect your crawl space. This is Delmarva, son. Just like your life, your home's foundation needs a dry crawl space. Call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Two of the most popular high-end department stores are joining forces. On Wednesday, the parent company of Saks Fifth Avenue agreed to buy Neiman Marcus. The deal is expected to be worth more than $2.5 billion. The new group will be known as Saks Global. Company leaders say going forward, Saks Global will invest in technology, including AI, as well as both legacy and emerging brands. Well, one of the most popular salads in the U.S., the Caesar salad, is turning 100. There are a number of origin stories for the Caesar salad, but Alex Cardini III says it was his grandfather and great-uncle Caesar who came up with the original recipe on July 4th, 1924. He says they put together the salad on the fly with what they had on hand for some American pilot friends. 4 NASA volunteers will be returning to Earth this weekend after spending the past year on Mars. Sort of. The crew members never actually left the Earth's surface, but they have been living inside NASA's Mars habitat since June 25, 2023. The habitat simulated a realistic Mars environment. NASA will use data from this mission to determine how to best support crew health and performance while living on the red planet on an actual mission. We'll be right back.
Lowe's knows July 4th projects come with questions.
So we have answers.
Like how to keep your yard looking lush and which paint color matches your bold style. So hurry in for 4th of July deals at Lowe's. You got this, and we got you.
Cancer will make you wake up real quick. You get in touch with your mortality. You really do. I just wanted cancer to be removed. And robotics was the best way. Let's get it done. I arrived at BB at 9 a.m. I was walking back home at 4 p.m. That stood out there. I could have major surgery and be home in less than 8 hours later. Robotic surgery worked for me. It really did. It's changed my life.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Fresh shrimp happens at the shrimp boat. Steamed crabs happen at the shrimp boat. Crab cakes happen at the shrimp boat. Seafood happens at the shrimp boat.
The Shrimp Boat Restaurant and Seafood Market is open for the season. Stop in for a free sample on Route 611 between Assateague and Ocean City today.
Dine in, carry out, fresh market too. All fresh caught and brought to you.
Sun-Kissed Summer Mixtapes on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Spicer Brothers camera in Salisbury, 89 degrees. Dew point actually 72. So once again, elevated moisture content in the atmosphere will drop to 81 by 9 o'clock. But in Salisbury, we could see some scattered showers kick in as early as 9 o'clock. Keep up with your forecast by simply calling our line 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Bedman, Dallas, Bruxted, and Federico. Here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Notice the Florida pattern. Afternoon showers, afternoon showers, afternoon rain, rain, afternoon showers, afternoon. It sounds like a bad record that keeps skipping, right? Afternoon showers, you get it.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Inside Edition is up next. We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.